Welcome to Talk Football with Tyrone. Here we do football analysis, football podcast, and tactical analysis. So, in our previous video before this one, I had done a football podcast on Mauricio Pochettino. In that football podcast, I outlined that Mauricio Pochettino needs to set up and establish a tactical setup at Chelsea Football Club. In my analysis, I also came up with my tactical philosophy that I would like to see Mauricio Pochettino implement. So, Mauricio Pochettino normally plays with either a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-4-3. I have selected the above lineup as my formation in the 4-2-3-1 and the latter as my formation and lineup in a 3-4-3. In both of these formation and lineups, I have entailed the number of players that I would like Pochettino to have, which is 23 to 24, and also the personnel. But before I continue, I'd like to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So, in goal, I'd go for Kepa Arrizabalaga. At right centre back, I'd go for Wesley Fofana. At left centre back, I'd go for Badiashile. At right back, I'd go for Reece James. At left back, I'd go for Ben Chilwell. I have picked Enzo as one of the defensive midfielders. I've also picked Kante as the other defensive midfielder. I have picked Joao Felix as the attacking midfielder. And I have picked Modric as the left winger. I have picked Raheem Sterling as the right winger. I have picked Harry Kane as the centre forward, that is if he joins Chelsea. I know a lot of you will ask why I haven't picked the likes of Thiago Silva and other players. It's because I'm trying to set up a lineup that involves young players who Pochettino is fond of working with and players that are going to be at Chelsea Football Club for the long term. My view is that Thiago Silva is a world-class centre-back, but I think next season we are not going to see him regularly playing as the starting defender at Chelsea Football Club. And in this video, I'm going to look at one key aspect about Chelsea under Pochettino, and that is build-up. I'm going to look at build-up and the attacking phase. I will do a video on the defensive structure. In the build-up phase, Chelsea Football Club will normally start playing from the back, and they are gifted with one of the best goalkeepers with the ball at his feet in Kepa. Badiashile is also a good centre-back on the ball together with Wesley Fofana. The two number 8s, one of them can play staggered, preferably Enzo Fernandez, who's good with ball distribution. I'd also recommend that both wingers, since they are fast, should start high up the pitch and wide to pin the opposition fullbacks behind. These two triangles formed on either side of the goalkeeper can enable Kepa to easily distribute the ball and bypass opposition pressure. The dropping deep of Harry Kane and Joao Felix can give them numerical superiority in midfield because they have 4 players against the 2 midfielders from the opposition team. Kepa Arrizabalaga here has an option to either play the ball to the centre back, to the full back, or he can play the ball to the central defensive midfielder. In most instances, these players are good on the ball and therefore Chelsea are able to evade opposition pressure. You can clearly see here that Kepa, even in recent games, has been good with his distribution. The only weakness that he has is in stopping long-range shots or claiming corners or crosses from the opposition, but otherwise Kepa is one of the best goalkeepers with the ball at his feet. Also, Chelsea could decide to go long to Harry Kane or Romelu Lukaku if he's around, who can flick the ball in to the runs of Raheem Sterling and Luka Modric, just like Haaland did in the recent game where they beat Arsenal 4-1. This is one of the build-up strategies that Chelsea can employ. In the attacking phase, Chelsea are able to set up in a 3-2-5 formation. This 3-2-5 formation can be achieved by either both fullbacks remaining deep and wide and therefore giving Chelsea cover. This is aided by Kepa Arrizabalaga's ability to come out and sweep. Chelsea can afford to play with a high line because they have quick centre backs in Fofana and Badiashile. Chelsea can also ensure that they position players in the half spaces to ensure that they force the opposition team to play narrow. This can create wide gaps in the wide areas where the likes of Raheem Sterling and Modric can receive the ball and run at defenders. N'Golo Kante can preferably occupy the right half space, but since he is not good in the attacking phase, Raheem Sterling can cut in and Reece James overlap and play as an overlapping fullback, while Ben Chilwell stays deep to maintain numerical superiority in the defense. Hurricanes' tactic of dropping deep can help Chelsea by receiving the ball in deep regions with the runners making runs beyond him. And that was our video for today on Chelsea's tactical setup. This is just a brief tactical setup of Chelsea's attacking phase, but we are likely to produce a next tactical video to explain their defensive structure. I appreciate you for staying with us, and thanks for watching.